All right, so with this video, it's going to be about, the title is, what is the agenda? It may be what is the agenda, what is their agenda, what is your agenda, whatever the case may be. It's about people's motive, all right? And what I'm mentioning with this is you can take it to the podcast route, you can take it to social media influences, you can take the social media personalities, whatever title you want to use, whatever channels or whatever the case may be that you frequent. Ask yourself, what is their agenda? What is their motive? Why are they doing what they are doing? Does it help? Does it hurt? Is it pointless? So on and so forth. What brought about this video, quick conversation I had with somebody, and they asked me, I've had a couple people ask me about certain people in particular, if I would ever, go on a person's show or try to talk to this person or talk to that person, or it'll be interesting to see you and that person debate or whatever the case may be. And I would tell them, like, no, I wouldn't waste my time talking to probably 98% of these people, because the reason why I'm on social media is to try to get our people moving in the right direction. Where I see adults, which is sad, I can understand kids just wanting to be entertained. I mean, that's a part of being a kid. You want to be entertained. But when it comes to adults, it seems like that's all we tap into. Me, I'm not moved by entertainment or whatever the case may be. So the conversation was, I'm not going to say anybody's name, because once again, I don't want to, have to mention names for more attention to come in or whatever the case is. But it's like, would you talk to this person? And I said, well, with that person in particular, the reason why I would talk to them is because I don't think a solution would be the end goal for that person, because I feel like that person and many social media influencers and podcasts and so on and so forth, I feel like these people cannot have honest conversation, because it would go against their agenda or their motive. It would go against the fact that they're making money off of social media. They're getting a lot of attention. It's opening up different opportunities for them, so on and so forth. It takes a strong person to be rooted in particular things and to have integrity, to sit those things aside and to look at themselves and think, am I helping a situation or am I hurting a situation? 99% of the podcasts and influencers I know, I would bet money they are not having that conversation with themselves. They are not looking in the mirror because they don't care. Now, some of them, they may talk about important topics, but it may be very one-sided, and it continues to add to the problem. But regardless, the conversation I had was essentially, I don't really want to talk to any of these social media influencers. I don't care what potential attention it can bring in to me, because off the top, if I know we're not going to have a genuine conversation, meaning you could be moved off your square and your thought process could potentially change, or you could agree to this being right, so on and so forth. If I don't feel you're going to have an honest conversation because of the position you're playing and the potential it has for you to lose the support that you have because you are being honest in this conversation, I don't care to talk to people. I don't care to be friends with people. I don't care about none of that. So to answer that question that was given to me was like, no, I wouldn't waste my time talking to a vast majority of these people, because the motives that they have and the agenda that they have for what they're doing, they are not going to be ready to have an open conversation with me, because I'm focused on solution and the particular solution that I may present. And if they actually went that route and start applying certain solutions, it would then take away from the whole build up and purpose of how they built their channel up, because now you got to change your narrative. And now you're taking the chance of losing the support that you've gained off of whatever bullshit reason that you gained them. So I hope y'all can kind of get where I was going with this video. I know it'd be better if I was being specific and saying names, but again, I'm not trying to cause a rift between people. I'm not trying to highlight certain things or whatever. If you don't see the obvious shit, it ain't nothing that I can say or anybody else can say that it's just gonna go over your head. But regardless, apply it to whoever it is that you listen to, that you frequent, so on and so forth, and ask yourself, what is their agenda? Ask yourself, why do you think they're doing what they are doing? And you gotta ask yourself, why the hell do you constantly tap into it if you're not getting anything of substance from them, or if it's only one-sided and it's not a foolproof thing that could potentially fix whatever said issue may be. But I appreciate y'all watching. Like, comment, share, subscribe.